Shalom, shalom, Israel. We first going to say happy Feast of Trumpets to everybody out there, to all our brothers and sisters out there. We want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. We want to give all praises to all the elders that's been in this truth years and years, waiting for the Messiah to come back and put his people in their place. We want to give shalom to all the elders of HOI and all the HOI schools and all the Hebrew schools throughout the land, out the four corners. I'm Melchizedek.
Zaya Israel.
Yahweh.
And today's lesson, we're going to say happy feast day, blowing of the trumpets. We're going to go over a few scriptures about blowing of the trumpets. And the first thing I'm going to say about, reason why we blow the trumpets, because it's about, destruction and also it's deliverance. So you know how we say it's the twofold. So sometimes the trumpet was blown because we was going to destroy something and the enemy was coming, but it's also about us being delivered. So like I said, it's a twofold. Let's go to Leviticus 23 and 24 first.
Leviticus 23 and 24.
Let me get Numbers 10 and 2.
All right.
Leviticus 23, chapter 24. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying.
Speaking to who?
Speaking unto the children of Israel.
10 and 2. Go ahead, Al.
Saying, the 7th month and the first day of the month shall you have a Sabbath, a memorial, a blowing of the trumpets, and holy application.
A holy what?
Holy application.
See right there, the blowing of the trumpets right there. I don't know, and like I said, I hate to always say it, but this is right here in the Bible, and I've been to church a few times, and I never celebrate blowing of the trumpets in church. This is in the Bible now. You know what I mean? And of course, we're going to hit a few things, right? Because it says, speak to the children of Israel. You wonder how a lot of us always say, well, not us in the truth, this book is for everybody. But right off the back, it says, speaking to the children. Why God ain't saying this to everybody? If you say this book is for everybody, why wouldn't he say that in the beginning? So you have to question some of these things, you know what I mean? And then he said, it's a holy convocation, you know what I mean? Go to 25.
Verse 25. Ye shall do no service work therein, but you shall offer an offering made by fire to the Lord.
And it's saying, make an offering to the Most High. You got to question yourself when you're in the church. Why? Of course, they say the Old Testament is done away with. But what you're seeing is the offering to the Most High is done away with. He's asking for an offering. So you would have to say that this feast day would have to be important.
Right.
Because he's telling you to gather, and he's also telling you you have to give him an offering. It is also saying no work to be done. So you have to ask yourself, why nobody said this? Sometimes, and I know, go ahead, Op.
You know what? I didn't look at it like that, but remember, okay, so if we say the Old Testament is done away with, and he's looking for an offering out of a certain feast day, and if we believe the church, then that offering he'll never get from us. And that's the same thing he told Cain. I'll give you a second chance if you give me the correct offerings. So the church got you in a Cain position. You can't even offer up anything because they done wiped out all his holidays and separated for Halloweens and the white man holidays. They got rid of all his holidays, so they don't put us in the Cain position because we can't even offer up. And you know what happened when Cain did not get the right offering? All the curses that happened to him.
There's a lot more than I'm reading on that. Let's jump down. Is that 20? 20. Let's go to 20. Where did you end off at?
At 25.
Let's go to 27.
Also, on the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement, and it shall be a holy convocation unto you.
This is the point I'm waiting for. Go ahead.
And you shall afflict your souls. an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Now he's also saying this, it should afflict your soul, free your soul. You got to ask yourself, why weren't these things said? Now, I'm not speaking for all churches because I don't know. But I know the one I went to didn't say it. So if it's talking about afflicting your soul, wouldn't we want that? You would want that.
Right. It's like you talking about afflicting your souls in the right way.
Yeah, kind. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's saying holy, you know what I mean? So I'm just,
Right.
I'm kind of, because even if you go to 25, 29, read 29.
29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that day, ye shall be cut off from among his people.
See, so it's saying in a good way, say if your soul ain't afflicted, you cut off from us.
Yeah.
So you would, I'm not going to get too far off the blow of the drums, but I'm saying you would want to know these things because it's saying you can be cut off from your people.
Yeah.
Who would want that?
That's major. That's a major blow.
Who would want that? Go ahead.
But we talking about the churches, and we go back to that Psalms 83, and we know that Psalms 83 too, when they take crafty counsel to make sure that the nation of Israel be no more. So they know that as long as they keep us, like this one pagan holiday about to come up. Now we got the Day of Atonement coming up. We get atonement for all our sins too. This is the day of trumpets now. But what is the most pagan holiday? You can't get no more pagan than what?
Halloween.
There you go.
Con.
So to see how they keep us in sin,
You-
because they know what happens.
Con. I'm agree with you on that, but when we go to some of these Baptist church, ain't no white man preaching to them.
No.
That's one of our people. And if they say they know this book, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, it is Esau behind it if they went to whatever them school is. But if he read this book and he read that and he ain't teaching it to the flock, you leading the flock wrong.
Yeah.
So if I'm in the flock and if I read this, hey man, why you ain't, you know? It's like if you go to a school and the math teacher, he teaching me science. Am I gonna stay in there? I'm here to learn math, man. You ain't teaching me math, you teaching me something else. How am I learning math and you teaching me science? What that got to do with math? You see what I'm saying? Give me what you got, Doc.
The book of Numbers, chapter 10 and verse 2.
Take it out.
Make thee 2 trumpets of silver. Of a whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly, and for the journeying of the camps.
So right there, that's why sometimes we blow it beforehand before we go to camp. It's an assembly. We're supposed to be gathering together. That's a call for us to get together. You know what I'm saying? It says the journey of camps. Jump down to 8. I want 8 now.
Verse 8. And the sons of Aaron, the priests, shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generation.
No, just a short time.
Forever throughout your
Just
generation.
the Old Testament.
Forever
Now,
throughout your generation.
Now, once again, I don't know really too much, but I know a generation is a long time. When you say a generation, that means no cutoff. It can't. So once again, and like I said, I'm not going to harp too much on the church, but I'm saying if you read this, there is no way possible you can say the Old Testament is cut off because it says through generations. And if we say generations, one of our relatives would have to be there. So we're part of that generation. So that means we got to keep it going. It can't be cut off if it says throughout your generations. So that means your great grandfather was supposed to tell it to your grandfather, so on. That means it don't stop. So I'm kind of lost again. How is the Old Testament done away with when it says throughout your generations? That's a contradiction. And if anybody know, the Bible don't contradict itself.
That's out the confusion.
There you go.
So if you start something, you're going to finish it.
So once again, it says to blow the trumpet.
Sorry about that.
No, go ahead.
But what making more confusion is that my son decided to tell me the things I put together is done away with. And so this is what they come up. They come up with a theology that's so ignorant that they can't even see it. They love the white man so much that it's like if I believe this, what the white man told me, something's wrong with me.
Go all the way to 10, too.
I'd like to add.
Well, go ahead.
Somebody get, what's that, Jeremiah 23:25?
I don't want to get fading off though.
But it's going back to what Chisholm was saying.
Go ahead. You want to? I get it. You keep saying what you. What you want? What you want?
Jeremiah 23.
I got you.
Okay.
Then,
Jeremiah 23 and 25.
yeah, Jeremiah 23.
Okay. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23,
You
verse
start at
20.
1, actually.
Oh,
Go ahead.
23 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord.
That's it.
Come.
So as you was bringing out, that how these people they teaching false doctrine. He's saying that the law is done away with, but they the ones that are destroying.
Come.
Good precept.
Let's go to 9.
But if the law done away with, that keeps the other nation in charge. When we start keeping the law, that put them where they're supposed to be.
When we do them, it's pushing us where we supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
Give me what you got up.
Verse 9.
Yep. This is important too, right here. I like 9. Keep it right there.
Numbers chapter 10 and verse 9. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemies that oppress you.
Stop right there. This is how important the trumpets is important it is. Go ahead, Akma, for him.
Then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpet.
We should blow the what?
Blow an alarm with the trumpet.
That's how we let each other know it's about to go down. It's trouble coming.
Well, it's an alarm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one of the important of these. Go ahead, finish that out.
And ye shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and ye shall be saved from your enemies.
So right there. If we want to be saved from our enemies, the trumpet is important.
Right.
So you're going to be remembered.
There you go. So once again, I got a question. If you saying this is done away with, you want our enemies to kill us?
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
They do, but they don't see that our enemies is killing us. That's how blindfolded they are. You know what? Okay, so guess what Israelites are? Israelites are blowing the trumpets.
Let me
You
go
said
to
Israelite,
Numbers
you said
29 and 1.
If you go to Chicago,
Numbers 31 and 6.
If you go to Chicago, New York, you're gonna see Israelites doing what? Blowing the trumpets. What's blowing the trumpets? An alarm for our people to get up. He's about to come. Start keeping these commandments. And that's like our life is blowing the trumpets. And so when Christ come back to kill everybody, you're gonna hear that trumpet blow. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's a key point. Yeah.
You got the celebration of blowing the trumpets. You got us blowing the trumpets of waking our people up. You got Christ blowing the trumpets, say he come to kill everybody that ain't woke by now.
That's what I said in the beginning.
That makes sense.
It's about destruction, and it can also be deliverance.
Yeah.
It's gonna be both. Yeah, it's gonna be both. You know what I'm saying?
That's heavy right there, though.
Give me what you got up.
Numbers 29 and 1. And in the 7th month, on the first day of the month, you should have a holy convocation. You should.
Right there. Why does it keep saying the blowing of the trumpet is a holy convocation? It keeps saying that. What do they tell you in school? When something is repeated over and over again, it has to be important. So, once again, I'm not dwelling on anybody.
It's very important.
Yeah, so how can it be done away with if it's telling you to blow the trumpets? It's warning you from your enemies, and it's calling it a holy convocation. How can you just say that part is done away with? That makes no sense at all. It doesn't make sense.
When you get Malachi 3 and 6, it don't make no sense. Because it say, what do you say, Malachi 3 and 6?
I don't change.
You change.
I change not.
So if he say something, and you get the New Testament saying he changed, and he said his own mouth he don't change, but you go somewhere saying he changed, and you got to regroup yourself. I know I'm wrong, because God said he don't change, and it's changing.
Let's go to Numbers 31 and 6.
That's why I like the game here.
Numbers 31 and 6 reads,
What's this?
And Moses sent them to the war 1,000 of every tribe, them, and what's this? Hias, the son of Eleazar the priest, to the war with the holy instrument.
The holy instrument. What's the holy instrument?
And the trumpets to blow in his hand.
Calling it a holy instrument. So that isn't. We see how important this shofar is to blow it. They call it a holy instrument. It is in several scriptures in the Bible. So it is. I'm not going to say it is a feast day that we should be doing.
So you're saying that blowing the trumpet is a feast day.
Yes.
Blowing the trumpet is a day of warning because our enemies come.
God.
Blowing the trumpet is what we do every week on the streets because we wake people up.
God.
And then the last one is when he comes to kill everybody.
It's for deliverance, and it's also, we're going to read, it's for protection.
Oh, protection.
When we blow the shofar, that's letting the Most High know where we at to protect us.
Right. Did you remember when they came and they had that race fight on the border of the boardwalk in Georgia? Yeah. And my man threw his head up like he blew the trumpet.
Yeah. So,
and everybody that he didn't know came to help him. That was his color.
Yeah,
that was crazy, wasn't it?
And that's the same similar with that. When, like I say, we knew sometimes if it's a long blowing of the horn, it meant something. Sometimes if it's a short blow, that meant something too.
Yeah.
We all knew that. It's just like, how can I say it? You know when what the sisters know or whatever, if you go get a manicure, what does the Asian people, what do they do while you're there? They talk a language because they don't want you to understand it. That's the same thing with the horn. It was for us to understand. If you realize, most nations, whether it's the Africans or whatever, whenever you go in one of their establishments, when you in there for some, they know how to speak English now, but they speak their language for some reason.
They want you to understand.
There you go. Like somebody say, you don't even know if they're talking about you.
Most likely they are.
It could be. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But, that's their little thing that they got over us.
Yeah.
Let's go to Judges 7 and 18.
Judges 7 and 18?
Kind of.
Okay. All right. Judges 7:18 reads, when I blow with a trumpet, when I blow with a trumpet, I and all that are with me, then blow ye the trumpets also on every side of all the camp, and say, the sword of the Lord and of Gilead.
So it's saying on every side of all camps, the sword of the Lord. You know what the sword of the Lord gonna be with us. That's how important this blowing of this horn is. That all the sword is gonna be with us. That is an important fact right there, because when we out there, that lets him know where we at. He over there looking out for us. Let's go to go all the way. Go to my fault. Go to 20. My fault.
You want to go down to 20? Just go to 20.
Just go to 20.
Okay. Verse 20. And the three companies blew the trumpet, and he brake the pitchers, and held the lamps, and in their left hand, and the trumpets in their right hands, to blow with all. And they cried, and the sword of the Lord and of Gilead.
Go to finish 19 now.
So Gilead and the 100 men that were with him came unto the outside of the camp, in the beginning of the middle.
You got 21?
You said 19.
Oh no, my fault. 21. My fault.
And they stood every man in his place round about the camp, and all the host.
That's all I wanted. Okay. When the horn was blew, it said every man stood their place at the camp. That's like an army. When that horn blows,
certain position you're supposed to take.
There you go. We all standing in our position around the camp, they say. The horn is like how they say, even when you do the military, they blow the horn, everybody come out. And that's just how we was. You know what I mean?
I just go to show how the enemy want to mimic the Most High so bad. You know what I'm saying? Every little thing.
Right. That scripture goes, who sits in the seats of the Most High? That's them.
Let's go to Joshua 6:4. I want Joel 2:15. Come on.
All right. The book of Joshua, chapter 6 and verse 4. And 7 priests shall bear before the ark, and 7 priests shall bear before the ark seven trumpets of ram's horns. And the 7 days shall compass the city 7 times. And the priest shall blow with the trumpets.
Keep going. I'll finish that one all the way out.
And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat.
What the wall of the city gonna do?
The wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall ascend up every man straight before him.
Right there, that's good. See the power of all those trumpets blowing, those horns blowing together.
Right, with the man shouting.
With the people, it made the wall of the city crash.
Wow.
That's how you know when the Most High is with us, we got power beyond that. The horn and our voices made the wall of the city crash down. That's why I say it's also for destruction, which that part showed, and deliverance. So it's also when we go to war, we bring these with us. You see what I'm saying? So like you said earlier, when the horn blow, when the Messiah come back, that's going to be that part of deliverance. There's going to be some destruction too, of course. But it's going, yeah, because it's going to be it's deliverance. So it's a twofold with that. Let's go to where we at. Let's jump to what did I want?
Joel.
No. Let's go to 8. Go to 8.
Verse 8. Verse 8. And it came to pass when Joshua had spoken to the people that the 7 priests bearing the 7 trumpets of ram's horns passed on before the Lord, and blew with the trumpets, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them. So when we blow the trumpets, you know what I'm saying, it's that ark of that covenant follow us also. It's all connected. We got to remember that. So I say this is, I'm not going to say it's because it's 3 important feast days, but this is also an important Sabbath. The trumpets are very important to blow because it does so many things for us. Mm-hmm. It does so many things for us. Let's go to, where am I at? Let's go, you ready now? Let's go to 13. Verse 13. And 7 priests bearing 7 trumpets of ram horns before the ark of the Lord went on continually, and blew horns with the trumpets, and blew with the trumpets. And the armed men went before them. But the reward came after the ark of the Lord, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets.
So he continuously blowing this horn. What does it say? Reward from the Lord. This is also a signal letting the Most High know. You know what I mean? So we know what he knows what to give us and where we at. It all is tied together. I was gonna say these ram horns, you know, it's important. Like the brothers were saying, they was gonna get them. It is really important that all of us have them, because as we read, 7 priests was blowing. Just imagine if we all blowing our horn at the same time. We don't even have to really get the speaker, because if we have 5 horns and we out of camp, guess what that's gonna do? That's gonna draw somebody's attention too. Yeah. Because somebody gonna blow, we all blow up, they're gonna be like, what's going on over there?
What's that noise?
Yeah, what they doing over there?
Yeah.
So that's going to draw people to us. That is going to draw the sheep. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is that our spirit is so disconnected that it's really connected to the horn. So when we blow it, even though we've been around these horns all our past history, that today when we hear the horns, we're so disconnected from it that we still know today that it means something so important as well.
Yeah, go to 20. I'm going to show you what it means. Yep, go to 20. After this one, is you out. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying about what you're saying, that blowing, it means something that, you know, when you're blowing that sound, those frequencies, we know that 432 hertz calms the body down. And we know that when we blow the trumpets, that we know that we're giving out a certain amount of hertz, and it does something to the body. It does something to the spirit.
Just like when David was vexed with that, when Saul was vexed with that demon, and David played the harp. You know what I'm saying? How he was healed through the music. You know what I'm saying? Like in ancient time, when they hit the bells, the hertz or the frequencies off of that heal people. Even the sheets that they use. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that brought frequency to us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that we use now, it ain't made from the earth no more. So they're giving off that energy that it's supposed to give.
Or it is giving off negative energy.
Or giving off negative energy.
You know what though? Now that you said that, it's like the white man is so far ahead of us that he know our strengths and we don't know them. It's just like right now you don't hear bells no more. Boom, boom. They took all the bells out of the Catholic Church because them bells do something to us. They heal the people. So they move all the bells out of here, all the fruit trees out of here because they know what taps us back to our energy. And we just don't see what's going on.
We'll never hear the bells down the street no more.
They don't hear no bells no more. They took all the bells away from niggas.
And bells bring healing.
The bells ain't gonna do nothing to the white folks. But it do something to us.
Verse 20.
Verse 20.
Okay, verse 20. So the people shouted with the priests, and the priests blew with the trumpets. And it came to pass, when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that wall fell down flat.
Dang.
So that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city.
They took the city because of that horn and the voice, like we were saying, that frequency. But listen what they did with 21. Go to 21. I like that one.
21. And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city.
What they do?
Utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both man and woman, young and old, and ox, and sheep, and ass, with edge of the sword.
That's how powerful the horns, and with our voices. They went with that and destroyed the whole city. They tore up the whole city.
So I'm just sitting here kind of imagining it, right? You got the priests, you got the army ready to go. You got the priests blowing the horns. The horns hyping the army up. And now the Ark of the Covenant following it. So now you got the Lord. He giving us some type of spiritual whatever because of these trumpets. Because he listening for the trumpets. So when we say he remembered, when we play them trumpets, the Lord remembers. So he right there with us. So now we getting all this power over us through these trumpets. We shouting. Man, just imagine, like, them trumpets powerful, bro.
Full force.
Full force off the trumpet. We got the Lord with us. We got the sound of the trumpets. We got all these men. And we about to go in here and tear this shit up.
Because now you itching to go. You can't wait to go in there. Turn me loose.
Turn up now.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Just think, when Yahweh shall return, we're going to hear what?
Trumpet, yeah. That's what he said.
Gonna turn us up. That's why, and then we gonna know that trumpet sounding off. It's time.
We know everything about the trumpet.
It's time.
We know it's time for war. Yeah. We know it's time for us blacks to get together.
Yeah.
It's like the spell has just dropped off of us just through the trumpet.
Shoot.
Give me what you got up.
Joel 2:15. Blow the trumpet in Zion. Sanctify, fast. Call a solemn assembly.
Now this is what the trumpet do. Go to 16.
Gather the people. Sanctify the congregation. Assemble the elders. Gather the children. And those
that's it. That's really all I want. So but it's calling all of us together. That horn. Everybody know that's that. Let's get together. Say, what does it say? A solemn assembly. Sanctify. The horn sanctifies us. You know what I mean? So like I said, you have to. And like I said, I ain't been to all churches, but I know the one I was in, they never blew. Now maybe they played some music. So maybe they play music. I'm not going, but as far as like a ram's horn, and like I said, I can't speak for every church. I know the one I went to, I didn't see it, so I can't speak for every church. But let's go to first. Go ahead.
Just to piggyback off what you're saying, Chisel, it's so many different groups or types of worlds within the world. They all got codes. To rally their people up. Cold black or police, 10-4, whatever they want to say. Everybody got some type of code to high alert their people within their little world, whatever they got going on.
Like the tornado coming?
This is just a test. This is a test of the broadcasting network.
Who you ready? Like, who was last? You. Oh, just give me. Let's go to Isaiah 58:1, and I want Exodus 16 and 19. And this one, this is an important one. This is why.
Yeah, I want you to go back over that. Deuteronomy 30.
Okay.
Isaiah 51.
58:1, my fault. Yep.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1. All right. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression.
That's really all I wanted. That's why he tell us speak like a trumpet, because what's a trumpet? Loud. You know what I'm saying? So we can alert, because like you say, what we've been saying this all this time. When we speak loud, it's alerting the people. When we out there, that's what we out there, right? We out there to alert. Hey man, the Messiah coming. You better start doing these commandments. You better get right. That's what we doing. We that's that trumpet, like you say. The Messiah, what did they say? His voice was like waters hitting against a rock. And if you ever been, that's loud as I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we out there. That's why I say lift your voice up like a trumpet, because you got to warn your people. You know, like we were saying, I'm coming. You better let them know I'm coming. Let me get.
And now that we got the understanding of the trumpet, we understand that what this trumpet represent. We gotta lift our voice like a trumpet. Because if we understand this is bringing us together, go out there and lift your voice up like a trumpet and bring our people together.
I don't know, maybe I got that wrong. Go to Exodus 20 and 18. I don't know why. I looked at that and I'm like, I don't know why.
Exodus 20 and 18?
Okay.
Exodus 20 and verse 18. And all
1 Corinthians 15 and 52. Go ahead.
And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the nose of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood a far off.
And that's how loud that was. Like I say, the noise of the trumpet, like a mountain smoke, that is a loud noise. That trumpet is a loud, it's a warning signal also to us. Like I say in the beginning, destruction and deliverance. You know what I mean? It ain't just like we were saying when the Messiah come back, he ain't coming back like quietly. You're going to hear that boom. That's going to let us know it's on. Hopefully we right. You know what I mean? Hopefully we right. All right, give me what you got with the 1 Corinthians. I want 2 Chronicles 7 and 6.
1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 22.
15 and is it 52? Yeah, 52.
52. It's a lot.
No fault.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible.
What the trumpet gonna do?
And the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
That's how powerful the trumpet gonna be. It say when that day comes, the trumpet gonna raise the dead, and they're gonna be incorruptible. You ain't gonna be able to corrupt the dead. That maybe they've been corrupt when they die, but when they raise, they ain't gonna be corrupted. That's because of the trumpet right there waking. The trumpet is gonna raise the dead. That is the power of this trumpet. You know what I mean? So like I say, it's important. It's very important that we start blowing it. Let me get what did I say?
2 Chronicles 7.
7 and 6.
7 and 6. 2 Chronicles 7 and verse 6. And the priests waited on their office, and the Levites also with instruments of music, and of the Lord, which David the king had made to praise the Lord.
To do what?
To praise the Lord, because his mercy entered forever. And David praised by the ministry, and the priests sounded trumpets before them, and all Israel stood.
So they praising the Lord with the trumpet. And then what did it say? All Israel stood. It didn't say it praising with a guitar or banjo. The trumpet. the trumpet. This is a way of praising the Most High. When you read that, this is a way to praise Him. But like I say, once again, I hate to like get on the church, but I never heard one blow it. Like I said, I can't speak for all churches.
Every last one ain't got no trumpet blower.
I just, I never heard it in the church I've been to.
I've been there for 30 years. Shit.
And we done went through several scriptures, Old Testament and New now. So like, you can't say it's just Old Testament. You know what I mean? Because like I say, in the beginning it says celebrate through your generations. So sometimes as a people, and of course I know.
Well, no, they picked the generation. They picked the generation of Esau to celebrate their life.
Well,
So that's their choice. Yeah. So they don't know nothing about their history. And I always say that sometimes, it's us that, to be honest, God really don't want them. And that's why they're not woke. You know what I mean? They're not woke. The only reason why I'm woke is because the Lord woke me up. That's the only reason why I'm woke. I mean, I can say.
Well, he woke us all up, huh?
He woke us all up. And then, and so if he woke us up, those who he keeps asleep, even though we plead for them, like Moses did, give them a second chance, Lord, help them, wake them up and stuff like that.
You found something else, huh?
He's like, man, I've been waking these niggas up since Egypt. Since Egypt, I've been waking these monkeys up since Egypt. And then all you're gonna do is do the same thing when I get you up to the mountain. You're gonna come down the same thing. I've been doing with these niggas not for 400 years to you, but for 3 or 4 more other 100 years to a whole lot of different situations. I done got these niggas through the Red Sea. They seen stuff you ain't never seen, and they still ain't on your level. They seen the Red Sea. You ain't seen it. And you are better than them, and they seen it. They're not gonna get right.
Well, that's why we go ahead.
I was gonna say Salakia. That's why it goes in what's that? 2/3.
I was gonna say that.
So I mean, we want to try to save them, but some of them is just even when it comes to some of our loved ones, you can talk, you want them to understand, but it goes to one ear, not the other.
Yeah.
And also, we got to remember, some people are going to be saved in the last day, and some people are going to fall out the truth in the last day. You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep diligent. You just hope and pray, like they say, that he don't dim your fire. Because we didn't see it. We didn't see guys lose their fire in the truth all the time. So, you know what I mean? You just got to keep that fire. And I was going to say the thing you said, but go ahead.
I was lucky to piggyback off that scripture in Corinthians. It was talking about how the dead going to be raised incorruptible. That's the dead that died for Christ. That stood on the truth. Wow. When you get raised, you're going to be raised incorruptible. That's the eternal body that we're looking for. That's that immortal that's still living. They got to put on that immortality now because the last trumpet done sounded. We done walked it down. We done stood fast. We done endured to the end. And the ones that died, they're gonna be raised with incorruptible body, meaning you ain't dying no more. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that's living, we putting on immortality. You know what I'm saying? So that's a victory over death.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like death, we died. It's going to show that we died for our purpose. Yeah. And he brought us back, and now we got eternal life. Death ain't got no victory in us. Why y'all here killing us they think they got victory if they kill one of us for the God. Preaching that word, but you don't.
You're going to be the first one to be raised.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So ain't going to be no victory in death in that day. No, we going to have victory over death. So even if we got to die for the truth right now, we got to. But we got to understand what we dying for. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say the faith.
The faith, yeah. You got to keep it.
Go ahead, Op. You speaking up?
No, I'm just thinking that, if you got a person vigilance and he's over you right now. He said, I'm gonna kill you. You're gonna be like, well, man, if you kill me, you better make sure you never die. You better stay alive forever, because when you cross that path, you're gonna have to deal with me. Like I got to deal with you.
Maccabees.
A lot of white folks don't see that. They say, well,
That's what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
They gonna fire you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
But
Because
it's still alive. As soon as you die, you got to deal with that person that you did all that to. Because he's gonna be raised first.
God, it's just like
With
me.
immortality.
Just like me.
That immortality when you rise.
God, just
When both of y'all being raised, he's still gonna be your guy.
God, just like me and Ak was saying, it's like the Maccabees and the brothers. You see how they ain't flinch when it came to dying because they knew. So I'm gonna do what you got to do because I know this ain't it for me. So let's stop talking about it. Let's get to it. If you gonna let's do it. And that's how the scriptures say we got to be because that's what's gonna happen. And then if you the scriptures, the Messiah died. We gonna have to die. Ain't no getting around it. You know what I'm saying?
But won't you want to die with a purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you know you're gonna die anyway, die with that purpose to come back. Incorruptible. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dying no more. Because I died with this purpose right here. So kill me, motherfucker. Do what you got to do because I'm going to die anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's just, man, that's heat.
Because you know the truth is, when you in the truth, it's about this. This ain't it for you.
Right.
This is a shell.
Right.
The spirit, you want the kingdom.
Right.
Like my father always say, everybody want to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die. That's the only way you can get to heaven. Ain't no other way to get there. Go ahead, Up.
Now, I was gonna say that we got to realize here we gonna die, but the whole purpose is who gonna stand up for me. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna stand up for the Most High? Who gonna stand up for Yahweh? Who gonna stand up? This is just a test. All this stuff is not even real. It's like the Matrix. Who's gonna stand up? Who's gonna pass the test? Because we know, in the day of Noah, it was just what Noah and his family. And Sodom and Gomorrah, it was just what his family. So we know there's gonna be a remnant. It says what? Broad and spacious is the road to destruction. Cramped and narrow is the road to everlasting life.
It's crap too.
Only one person can get through at a time.
Fire on one side and
Deep water on the other.
And a mean ass river on the other side.
So that's why when you say some of our relatives, it's saying in the scriptures, you got to concentrate on getting you through first. You can't get nobody. You got to get your own self through. And that's what it is. And like you say, on that other side, but the way some of us taught, but you may not even know your rock because you ain't gonna have really no remembrance of her. You know what I mean? You're gonna be a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, like I know, of course, and we want all our brothers to make it, but sometimes it just can't be. What's they saying in the world? Everybody can't come with you. It's a shame. You know what I'm saying? Some of our brothers love I guess the country so much that I guess if they living good here, that's why I say about the rich man. Of course, if you rich, you blinded. You got it a certain way because you think what can be better than this. I got all the money I want, girls, houses. This is fabulous to a certain extent, though. To a certain extent.
That's why you're scared now.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You don't want to lose with this flesh.
For a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, because of that illusion, you like, man, you can't see what can I get more than here. But if you read the scriptures, like I told somebody, God say he walk on gold. So our ceiling is his floor. What do you do in the streets when it's gold? Well, we scrape on it, we spit on it, we do everything. And this is God saying that's what he basically do to gold. It don't mean nothing to him. He walked on the streets is all gold.
That's why I say the scriptures say a gift for the heart.
God. Let's finish it off with Revelations 8 and 6.
All right.
Revelations 8 and 6.
Con.
Revelation 8, verse 6. And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound.
I just wanted that one because to let everybody know, even the angels got trumpets. Even the angel got trumpets. That's how important you showing how the trumpets is. It says 7 angels, they got 7 trumpets and they ready to blow them.
Angels got trumpets.
That's how important this trumpet is. They got trumpets ready to blow. For, like I say, for destruction or deliverance. The trumpet can mean both. You know what I mean? So I know this was a short class. Hopefully everybody was
Go back to Revelation. I mean Deuteronomy.
Well, you want to end it up in this, or we just do it off camera?
I want to have you to expound on that just a little bit more, so I can get clarity of that chapter.
Yeah,
but because my clarity is that we know that, and we don't see how damaged that the white Jesus been to us. We don't see that.
You want to cut that off because finish the class, or you gonna continue with that?
Continue with the class.
Okay, well.
Then we just end it up because it's still part of the class.
Well, this is Deuteronomy 30:1. Let's go to it. Right. Matter of fact, let's. So
what I want to get to is that if you look at the advantage they got the advantage to say, hey, we got a white person that died, and he's not for you people, but we so concerned about you people, and we want y'all to love him like we do. And some of us is doing that. What is going on with us? And we're still saying, okay, so Jesus is black. What does it make? Okay, if you white or black, it don't make a difference. Well, these little hurdles that we have to jump, everything makes a difference. If the white man control rap music, it's gonna make a difference. When Run DMC had more control of rap music, we was waking up. When Tupac and Biggie came, Westside killing each other, we went back to sleep killing each other. And I was just trying to say is that how important the image of white Jesus to us than black Jesus. Have anybody noticed the difference between, not just between us, when white folks started knowing that Jesus is black, what's going on with them? We already know when we thought Jesus was white, we killed each other day and night. We understood that it affected us to the negative. But also now, I see that it's affecting them to the negative. Because white people started killing each other. Because we was killing each other and we thought Jesus was white. Now they killing each other because they understand that we keep pushing that Jesus is black. What makes the nation kill themselves when Jesus looked like their enemy? God.
Well, let's do this.
Was that good enough?
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna explain 30. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28. We're gonna go to 28 before we even get to 30, because 28 is saying the same thing 30 is saying, but 28 saying it. If you would have did this in the beginning, I never would even have to get to 30.
What, 28:15?
Let's go to 28:1. We're gonna say this right here.
28:1.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and observe and to do all his commandments which I have commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will see thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So when we was in the wilderness, Moses told us, this is Deuteronomy 30 right here. He said, listen, if you do this from the jump, I'm going to put you above everybody anyway. We don't have to get to 30. If you do what I say, God said, if you do what I say right now, you don't even have to be in it. If you do what I say, I'm going to put you above everybody. Let's go to 2.
And all these blessings shall come on thee, and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord their God.
Well, he said, if y'all ain't, all y'all got to do is listen. He said, all these blessings are going to come to you. This in the wilderness now. This is what he tell them before we even get to this is in the wilderness. 30 is the future coming up, because we ain't listening 28. So he's saying, if you listen, all these blessings are going to come to you. Let's go to 3, what he said.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city. Blessed shalt thou be in the field.
So we're gonna even flip that. He say the best places in the city, y'all was gonna stay there. The field, you wasn't gonna work in the field, you was gonna own the field.
Oh, man.
He telling you this from jump. Let's go to. We're gonna jump. Let's go to 7.
The Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before their face.
Stop right there. He say, if you got an enemy, they're going to be killed right before your face. But what's the opposite? The enemy is killing us. See, this is 30 already. He telling you this would be you in the wilderness. Let's go to 9.
9. And the Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee.
Stop right there. He said, I sworn for y'all to be a holy people. But there's one thing you ain't doing for me to make you holy. Say it right there. Keep going.
If thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord.
And we should do what?
Thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord their God.
And here go another part.
Walk in his ways.
Y'all ain't doing that. So I can't put you here because you ain't doing this. You know what I'm saying? I can't put you here, but I'm going to tell you where I can put you since you ain't doing this. We can go to, we all know what 15 say, but now let's go to Deuteronomy 30.
Deuteronomy 30.
Now this is future prophecy. Once we start getting back to where we at, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead now.
Deuteronomy 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curse, which I have set before thee.
Stop right there. I already told y'all about this in 28. The blessings I already told you about in 28. But all your forefathers didn't want these blessings. So when y'all get back, after y'all wake up and get where you're supposed to be, these blessings and these curses going to flip. Keep going.
And thou shalt call thee to mind among all the nations.
Oh, call to mind to who?
All the nations, whether the Lord their God hath driven thee.
So he said, when you get your mind right, all them places, basically, when I sent you to your room, I'm going to call you back. It's time to come out your room now. You know what I'm saying? I sent y'all all over.
That's going to be the amazing part, that type of deliverance. Now, I can see you deliver like the Red Sea cruise altogether. How are you planning on delivering us and we scattered amongst our people?
Okay, well, let's go to 3. 3 going to say it right here.
That's a hell of a God.
That the Lord their God would turn their captivity.
He going to turn what?
Turn their captivity.
So what you do when you turn?
Turn around.
There you go. So if this was us, we facing this. He say, I'm going to turn it. I'm going to turn that captivity.
So what happened to
Go
us?
ahead.
But with Salaki, I mean, the Most High is he just using Esau because we were disobedient.
Yeah, that's it.
This Esau got that same spirit as Cain. He was going to be destroyed anyway, but he just used them because we was hard-headed, stiff-necked. So he just using them to punish us. He using us because we don't want to listen. Okay, I will let them beat you. But when you, okay, now you've been beaten, now you're going to cry out to me, you're going to follow my laws and commandments. Nah, I'm going to, as you said, we're going to switch it around now.
There you go.
And put things back the way they're supposed to be.
Come.
Okay, and so if two people getting a whipping, I'm getting a whipping so I can change. Now, this person getting a whipping so he can make master so happy that he ain't got to whipping no more.
I understand that. It's kind of like.
And so it's
Oh yeah.
there's two types of awakening. There's a truth awakening, and then there's an enemy continue to stay and lead, and you're awoke to keep me where I'm at.
Well, the enemy gonna go in their place.
I mean, the enemy, look.
Well, I'm just saying, okay, like the church. The church saying, y'all can keep whooping me. I'll be the sissy to get the good jobs just to please your way. But the Lord is saying, you have to hate these. You have to hate whoopings. How many people love whoopings?
But Kat, it all boils down to even go, what do our name mean? We already won.
The Prince of
We
Power.
Israel, they got Prince that got power and will prevail. So it doesn't, we already won. All we got to do is follow these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Yeah.
And we
Think about it, like we just got these laws, statutes, commandments. When we was slaves in Egypt, we ain't had it. You know what I'm saying? And this
right.
and we so like the Most High's like it's like you got a kid, you just tired of whipping his ass. That you like this whipping right here, you're gonna try to beat everything out of him. And this is like our captivity right here. He put us amongst some of the most vicious motherfuckers in the earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they did us the boldest. You know what I'm saying? They did the most, but this what it took for us to wake back up. Because had we had any other nation of people over us, we'd probably still be asleep. You know what I'm saying?
And you got to realize too, he say this the last one, and when you say somebody like to get whooped, I'm gonna try to say it, but it's gonna be brutal. how the Most High say, what's the scripture? Your thoughts ain't my thoughts. I'm gonna put it into a different thing. You got a dog that just tearing up. One dog is obedient. This dog gotta go.
I put a muzzle on him, yeah.
Or I put him to sleep. So like you say, whoever don't follow them commandments,
Gotta go.
you can't.
Dog like a dog that can't be tamed.
You know what I mean?
Gotta go.
So he like,
Tired.
what's the thing about the potter and the
Clay, yeah.
you a creation. It ain't how we think it. We thinking it's humane to kill, but like I tell people, God the biggest killer. He killed the firstborn of everything. Not only the people, the dog, the cat, the flowers. That's a real killer.
And what did he tell Saul to kill?
All of them.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you how much of a killer he is. The king was gonna let him go. He said, "No, I'm gonna harden his heart, so I want him to not let him go." That's how much he did it. I want to kill all their firstborn off.
And him too.
Just to show his power. You know, he made us. Why he can't?
You know what I'm saying? Because he say I harden his heart. The king was gonna be like, "Get out of here." He said, "Nah, you ain't had enough yet. I'm gonna make your heart say, not let him go." So our thoughts about being like, is harsh that some of us, Most High ain't thinking like that. What's that saying? Either you get down or you laying down.
Yeah.
It's your choice. I'm giving you a choice. Either you want to get right, and if you don't, I'm good with that too. I'm good with that too. Because I created you. It's like you make music. You could create music and be like, man, somebody else could be like, it sound good. You be like, I don't like this, and ball it up. Like it ain't no thing. You see what I'm saying?
You the power over that music.
Yeah.
So you can do as you please.
So that's how the Most High think. Like, we could be like, man, he created that. Ain't no different than, or you make what's that, a car, you make a model car? We could be like, it's cold. You be like, man, that wheel kind of off. I'm going to throw this whole thing away.
Redo another.
You know what I'm saying?
You the maker of it.
Yeah.
It's like Chrysler, and they build all them cars. They can do what they want.
And that's how it is when you design. So they didn't tell people who paint master for paints. Everybody, that's nice. I don't even like it.
Screw it up.
That's just how he sees us. Like I say, that first thing he said, your thoughts ain't my thoughts. Way we think about things, our head will blow up if we probably try to think like,
Whoa.
you know what I'm saying? So that's basically, 30 is basically 28, 1 through 15. We just didn't do 1 through 15. So you didn't do it. So the punishment's 15 to 68. Okay, once you get right, once some of y'all learn, okay, we going back to Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 15. Now, y'all right? Now let's do it right. I'm gonna put you back in that king position, and I'm gonna set everything the way I wanted it from jump. I gave you a chance in the wilderness.
You know what I noticed, that he started us off in captivity. We didn't do nothing to get in Egypt captivity.
Right.
So it's like he making a leeway to the end to say, you know what? Y'all didn't do nothing to get into Egypt captivity.
But then we sell their brother to
Yeah.
Egypt.
Yeah, I mean we actually did that, but we didn't actually.
They didn't come captive like.
No,
We was running from somebody. That's where we went with Egypt.
saying, we did not worship idols to get in captivity on this one. In Egyptian, we just popped up into captivity. Even though we fought against, even though we did something against our own brother.
Yeah, we was running.
In captivity.
Yeah, we was running and was going. That's what the Egypt, when we walked into it, and the Egyptians looked like, wait a minute.
We started marching.
Yeah,
We started marching.
these guys may start taking over. We got to flip this.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that to get into Egypt captivity, how do we cross God to get there? Now I know how we cross God to get in every other captivity, but to begin in captivity, we did not cross God.
We was mixing with the Egyptians. We started taking their ways.
No. This is what I'm talking about. We sold Joseph, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Joseph, he fought the angel, and he became Israel. Joseph also went into captivity.
Joseph he had a
He,
high position.
position and yeah. You
What
talking about
I'm trying to say is that
Israel was
no. Even when Joseph was in Egypt, all the Israelites was in Egypt too. We did not do nothing wrong to get into Egypt.
Yeah, we started work.
Oh, you gotta go?
We started
Oh no, we waiting for them. I said we could have cut that
I was
off.
saying this is our conversation, our
Right,
dialogue.
but I'm
Yeah,
saying
kind.
every other captivity, we served their gods. We did this wrong. And that's how we got all the captivity. But our first captivity, I believe that from how I see the Lord is that, you know what? The reason why I took y'all to captivity in the first time, because y'all was gonna go anyway through all the other times y'all did. And since y'all went through the first time, that gave me mercy to help you through the last ending. Because you really had no reason to be in captivity in Egypt. So now I'm gonna pull you out at the end because you didn't show no reason, even though all other reasons was that reason.
Yeah, so
we didn't worship nothing to go into captivity in Rome. We didn't worship nothing to go. We didn't worship anything to go in captivity in Egypt.
I was gonna say in Rome, yeah, Rome we
We
did.
worshiped their gods and went their ways, and we're in captivity through all these other lands. I understand that, but in Egypt there was no.
All right, so here we are.
But hold it, he knows our hearts. What happened as soon as we got out of Egypt and Moses was up in the mountain? What did we do? So that means that spirit, but that spirit is already in us that we want to see. So he already know our hearts and our minds. So it's a reason for everything, and no sin go unpunished. They still had to be punished for putting their brother. Whatever we sin we do, we may live, we may go okay. Either you gonna pay or your offspring gonna pay. Somebody got to pay for those sins.
Right, and I'm just saying that I see why God said, you know what, I'm gonna have mercy on y'all. Even though you would have drove your own self into Egypt captivity some type of way, and even though you're in Egypt captivity without making any mistakes dealing with worshiping idols and stuff like that, you wind up in Egypt captivity different than any other captivity. All other captivity.
Now I would agree with that. It's different than any other captivity.
It's different
because we were still
woke up in captivity.
Yeah, because we still was doing what they was doing. Some of us was living like the Egyptians. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Oh,
you know, right? Even though Moses killed one of them, you won't snitch on Moses for killing somebody that was trying to kill you.
But that was his wake up. Remember, my man told him he was an Israelite because he ain't know. You know what I'm saying? He ain't know. He thought he was Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? Moses. Remember, the daughter took Moses in off the river.
Yeah.
He ain't know he was till one of the people told him.
A lot of the Israelite women would suckle him and would still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he knew of it. That's why they said that Moses was stutter, but it's not that he stuttered, just he wasn't good at the language.
Yeah, because Aaron talked. That's why Aaron went with him everywhere.
He could speak it, but he wasn't fluent.
Yeah, of course. Or confident too. That's why Aaron went with him a lot of the times. But yeah, 30 is just reiterating 28 through 28 1 through 15. That's all it's doing. And then it's reiterated to a certain extent, but he's basically saying this was all yours anyway. You wasn't acting right for me to give it to you. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And of course, in the wilderness, that's what, like you say, with us, it's a little difference because in the wilderness, we under a blood oath. Remember when Moses sprinkled the blood all on them? Ain't no getting out of this. A blood oath means the only way to get out is do what it is or death. That's the only way out of this. You know what I'm saying? So that is the difference too. Now all the people before you, now you in a real blood oath. This is you. Ain't no getting out. You know what I'm saying? This locking y'all in.
But we had some laws before then.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Didn't remember Cain and Abel? Remember, they're getting an offering to the Lord.
But he was like, they were his people, but I know you saying Israelites. That's what you right out. You saying because Cain, they wasn't real. They was the start of it. You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't technically Israelites. Yeah. But they still is part of our bloodline.
They were part of the bloodline.
But with Noah, it was a cleansing of everything too. So, but that's all 30 years arc is just we getting what we supposed to be getting, and it's just sort of reiterating 28 1 through 15 because it's the same thing, similar, except in 30 he's saying I'm gonna flip it. They going in captivity. In 28 he was just saying if you
so in 30 they going into captivity. And
well, even in 28 he's saying I'm gonna put you above everybody. So that's captivity too. So it is the same. It is reiterating now that when I think of it, because he said I'm gonna put you above. That's everybody else in captivity too. He's just saying everything that this nation did to you, they getting it, or any other nation. Moab, was doing us foul too. The Egyptian was doing us foul. Matter of fact, all the curses, the plagues, he basically clowned them because all the plagues was they kings, right? I mean, gods rather. The toad, the river turning red.
the Egyptian gods.
Yeah, all that had something to do was with their gods.
What was that?
The locusts and all that.
So while we was working for them, we was also serving their gods. Of course.
I mean, I guess you can say
Like we do
that.
everything else.
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
Because that's like the white man got us in captivity. We serve his holidays. We serve his Christmas. We serve his Halloween. The bunny rabbit. We serve everything that he served.
Yeah, you can say that.
So
Yeah,
when we
you
was in
can say
captivity in
that.
Egypt, we was doing the same thing.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
And that is what made the Lord mad. Because you know what? It's like it's if you look at it today, we know that we're not that the white God and our God is two different gods. We know that we serve a different God than all other nations. And we really just start knowing this because all the episodes in church, the Lord loved everybody. But as we become Israelites, we know that we've been in punishment more than everybody because our God is different than everybody.
It was a time for all of us to wake up. Yeah, it was because you got to remember the truth. Nat Turner, they say he had a part of the truth. What's the brother who went crazy that went to Africa? Yeah, so it ain't probably, the numbers ain't been as large as it is now, but remember they say certain guys had bits and pieces of the truth. Yeah. So the truth been there.
And it destroyed them almost because it was off timing. Like Nat Turner. It wasn't the time that's the Howard side job to come take over and put us back in it.
But it's that mindset that sparked, like it's that sparked the mindset to want to know. Seeing this brother die, seeing this other brother die, having a piece of knowledge, you sparking the brain that's watching, like, what are they killing him for? What they do that for? Nah, it's like that had to happen to spark the minds that got the info.
And he read the scriptures like we read them, and he read the scriptures like we read and been like, wait a minute, the white man say that's him, that's us. That's talking about us. You know what I'm saying? And just like brother was saying, I believe all those guys who have a bit of the truth, it's like they leaving us breadcrumbs. We picking up a bits and pieces here, just like all the brothers were saying. Like some of the brothers in the truth thought it was just us. Some of the brothers, no, it's the so-called Mexican. A lot of us don't know. Even the so-called Southern Kingdom don't know. In the 1400s, you was in here before us. You was in change before us. And then just like they say, when you see some of them pictures of the Native Americans, they dark just like us. But they ain't gonna show you that.
It's some of them not. My friend of mine married to a Mexican woman, and she damn near just one shade lighter than me.
But that's to keep us.
So
if we all looked alike, we all gonna correlate. You look just like me, man. What you talking about? But they show the light-skinned ones, the light ones, and what's the other barrier? Language is a barrier.
It's crazy because they showed a guy. It was in L.A. and the dispatcher was like, had to describe the man. She said either black or Hispanic. She couldn't tell the difference. Either black male or Hispanic male wearing such and such and such and such. So that shows that, we do have,
Similarities.
similar.
But they got things to keep us,
That's
the
heavy.
language. We know that when we go out there. I don't speak English. You just said English. But hopefully that clarified it, Doc. I think everybody ready to munch down.
God.
Well, we signing out, Israel. Hopefully everybody was edified and enjoyed blowing the trumpets and enjoy your Shabbat. Melchizedek,
Zion Israel.
Shalom.
Shot class more second night.
Oh!
I be needing class to watch while I'm asleep, man. You know what I'm saying?